Question 14 mentions something called continuous compounding. I won't go into too much details about what it is because it's probably pretty boring for a lot of us. But continuous compounding means, hey, there's some people that compound every year. Some people that compound your interest every month. They calculate how much interest you get every month. Some people compound your interest every single day. And somebody, a mathematician a long time ago, said, whoa, let's just say, let's compound an infinite amount of time periods. So between every second, we're still compounding. Between every millisecond, we're compounding interest. So instead of doing it, by month, by day, by millisecond, it's compounding instantaneously all the time. So that's the boring math explanation. This is the formula for compounding continuously. E is not a variable. It's not a number you plug in. Okay, E is a number. Let's see. There it is on the calculator. It's 2.71828. It's like pi. It keeps going on and on. Okay, so to figure out this problem, we start with $5,000. E is a number, so we're going to punch that in the calculator in just a second. R, our rate is 0.038 as a decimal, and then it's after 1 year, so our time period is 1. So this is what we want to plug into our calculator, minus the A. So we do that, 5,000 times e to the 0.038. And look, if you try to do times 1, that's okay this time, but it kicks it down out of the exponent position. So if you need to have everything stay in the exponent, you got to wrap it in a parentheses. So here's how much money we expect to have. I got to round that cent up, so that should be 66 cents because of the 5 that was behind it. Now after 5 years, that means it's the same thing, except instead of a 1 up here for time, we're putting a 5 up there for time. Whoop, what are we doing? So I'm going to change this 1 to a 5, making sure it's still in the exponent position. I hit enter. Well, actually, don't even have to hit enter. The cent gets rounded up because of that 7. And then for 20, that just means instead of plugging in 5 in here, you'd be plugging in times 20 up here. So in our online calculator, we're going to put times 20. So that's $10,691.38. And now APY, okay? APY is like your, it's a better number to estimate, the percentage of money you get per year. APR, that depends on like the different situation the bank is giving you. How often you're compounding, along with the interest rate. So basically what we have to do for APY is we want to find out how much interest we're getting for just like 1 year, okay? So this was how much money we got for that first year. So to find APY, let's first calculate the interest. We started with 5,000. We ended up with $5,193.66. So if we subtract those two, that'll tell us how much interest we earned. I wish I could make this calculator smaller, but I can't. 6 minus 5,000. We earned $193.66. So to find out our APY, you take your interest that you actually earned. It's not just that 3.8%. You take the interest you earned, divide it by your starting amount, and then you can multiply by 100 to finish converting it to a percent. Okay, so $193.66 divided by the $5,000 we started with times 100, so it's 3.87% interest. So they advertised a 3.8% interest rate, but it's effectively we're getting 3.87% every year. Okay, that's what APY is. So 3.87 is the answer for my APY in my problem.